For those of you who have been following my blog, all 5 of you, and by the way, I know who you are. Actually, I have no idea, but since there's only 5, I'm guessing it's family members. Anyway, for those of you who have been following my blog, you'll know I've been working with a carpenter named Larry, and Larry actually has to take window measurements. And so in the field, he needs to draw something along these lines where he actually takes, for a curve shape, he's going to take the various points along the curve, he's going to take measurements. And while this is actually relatively easy to do in an office, while you're on site, this is actually rather cumbersome. So to help Larry out, the first thing I tried was to say, okay, why don't we have standard forms that you use, and then you'll just open that particular form. So in this case, we'd have, say for example, a curved top. It would show the dimensions he needs to take, and then all I'd have to do is scroll up and start filling in the data. And that works pretty well, with one exception. Since you have a form per drawing, that means that you're going to end up with this packet of different forms. They're not all grouped together, and so that's a little bit cumbersome, on top of which, keeping everything organized. So the next idea was let's go ahead and modify the library so we can add something similar to this. Now, in the past, we've had library entries and we could actually add the image, but now what I've done is I've modified the library. So not only do you have an image that you can put in there, but you also have fixed text. So now you can actually type into a field, and obviously this is a little bit small, but you'd be able to tab through, and then you'd be able to pick the window that you needed and add it to your drawing, and then just line things up. And you could just move things around, and now you'd have a multi-page document that basically has all your windows grouped together, etc. So that's actually a pretty neat feature. And if you think about it, there's a lot of broad applicability that you could actually use this. So now, rather than having to draw in the field, all you have to do is select the item that you need to document, so we say. And now you still have the capability to do freehand drawings, but much of your actual work is going to be simply selecting the drawing that you need to work with, and then actually dropping it in there and filling in the actual numbers. So I think this is a huge new feature, and I'm planning on rolling this out as soon as I get the bugs out of the system. And that's my presentation, and I really hope this is something that's going to really help Larry out. Thank you very much.